Obviously, a lot of you guys know my own family fled Cuba. They fled the tyranny of communism and socialism, and they found freedom here in the United States. Freedom in America is the reason that I'm alive. So I feel a great debt to this country, and I feel a duty to stand up. Stand up is a really important word because there's a whole lot of older Cubans that if you talk to and you asked what their deepest regrets are, it would be not standing up earlier or not standing up when they had the chance, or that not enough people stood up when they had the chance. And that's how they lost Cuba. It's how they lost freedom. We have the chance now here in America. This is our time to stand up. The people you see in Cuba right now standing up to the government, crying out, weeping in the streets, screaming for liberty and freedom, those people are our future. It is a window in time to see what's coming. That is what will happen here in America if we don't stand up now, if we fail in our duty to stand up for this beautiful country and everything it has ever stood for, and the freedom that we all have held dear that allowed us the opportunities, even myself, to achieve the American dream, the child of a penniless refugee who came to this country with nothing, to achieve the American dream and stand before you now running for Congress here in the United States of America as a leading candidate. That's only possible here, and it won't be. It won't be soon if we don't stand up now. So when you see those faces in Cuba, you see the people weeping in the streets for liberty and freedom, and you see our own government gaslighting us, saying this is about COVID or vaccines. I watched all of the videos from these streets, and you know what words I never heard in those videos? I never heard the words COVID. I never heard the words vaccine. I heard freedom. I heard liberty. And I saw people waving the American flag. This is after decades of them being brainwashed by their own government to hate America, and they still see us as the symbol of freedom. Well, you know what? We haven't lived up to that dream. We haven't lived up to who we are lately. We haven't lived up to that image to deserve people who are being repressed like that in the streets, holding our flag as the beacon of freedom. They're holding on to a memory. And it's a memory we need to tap into now. We need to tap into that memory and remember who we are. We are the country that stands for freedom. We are the universal sign of liberty. Our flag stands and waves and tells people that a free man or a free woman is the greatest thing you can be on earth. We need to be those people again. So remember that when you see these videos of people in Cuba, and you're not going to see very many now because guess what? Their government shut down the internet. Their government's trying to control the conversation. Just as our own government is threatening this week to look through our text messages. A recent Politico article came out this week in a major publication. Biden's groups are considering looking through our text messages and fact checking them. Who does that sound like to you? They're going door to door the same way that Castro did during the revolution. They're doing the same things, indoctrinating kids in schools with ideologies that teach us to hate each other. They're dividing us by race. They're doing everything that Marxists do when they destroy a country. Now is your chance to stand up. So stop asking what other people are going to do about it and start asking what you are going to do about it, what you are going to do for this country. Because I know what I'm doing. I'm running, and I'm not running for vanity. I'm running to win because people deserve a representative who will do everything and lay everything on the line for freedom. I will do whatever it takes. This country blessed me with 3 healthy kids, the most amazing wife I could ever have, and I achieved the American dream. Now it is my chance to give something back. But for the rest of you, I need you guys to look at yourself, look in the mirror, and decide what are you going to do to stop this tyranny that is coming forth. What we've seen in the last 18 months, lockdowns, loss of freedom, stealing of voices and conversation. We have a chance to stand up and stop this. Now is the last stand. So get active locally in politics. Join a group, help a campaign, sign up to volunteer, donate money. It may feel uncomfortable, but this is a different time in history where we are required to do uncomfortable things. So I need you to decide what uncomfortable things you're going to do this week, whether it's donating for the first time or having an uncomfortable conversation with a friend. Let me tell you something. If you're worried about losing friends or you're worried about losing business, there were a whole lot of Cubans who had those same worries during the revolution, and they didn't stand up because they didn't want to make anybody mad. They didn't want to ruffle any feathers. And you know what happened to them? They lost all of it anyways. So this is your warning. Don't say you didn't have one. Share this if you think other people need this warning. But this is your warning. This is the siren. I am a siren, just like every other person whose family fled a country like this. I am the siren telling you all the signs that we've been warned about, all the signs that family members have seen. Those are what are happening here in our country. So I need you to wake up, and I need you to be an instrument to wake up others. And I need you to get active, sign up for campaigns, donate, do anything you can to be active in the next year and a half as we lead into 2022, because this is our last chance to affect freedom. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. Please, if you see these people in Cuba and you claim to care about what's going on there and you claim to care about the fight for freedom, look at our own front door. We are facing the same tyranny. Cuba is just a window in time to our future if we don't stand up. So please stand up.